Charlie Kirk, a guy who dropped out of community college, couldn't cut it academically, calls a woman who graduated top of her college class a diversity hire. Here we go. Put it up full mass. Charlie Kirk calls Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson a, quote, diversity hire. Charlie Kirk calls the justice this, despite her numerous degrees, her lengthy resume, and the fact that Kirk dropped out of community college himself, and she did not. After Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson dissented in a decision last week that ruled that federal district courts lack the power to issue nationwide injunctions, Charlie Kirk called Justice Jackson a diversity hire. Quote, Ketanji Brown Jackson is a diversity hire. She is only there because she is a Black woman, end quote. The Turning Point USA co-founder posted Friday on X, drawing immediate backlash. At the heart of the dispute was Trump's controversial policy that narrows who qualifies for birthright citizenship. We've talked about this on Indisputable before. On the first day of his second term, Trump signed an executive order redefining citizenship to exclude children born in the United States to parents without legal immigration status. The order flew in the face of long-standing interpretations of the 14th Amendment and more than a century of legal precedent. Lower courts had blocked Trump's policy, issuing broad injunctions to prevent harm to potentially thousands affected. Birthright citizenship is very simple. If you're born in the United States, regardless of how you got here, if you're born in the United States, you have citizenship. You have a birthright citizenship. Now, some used to call this having an anchor baby. This was many years ago. And then that policy, by way of statute and court rulings, became weaker, weaker, and weaker. Same thing with the marriage dynamic. So now they've gone so far as to say even those who are born in the United States of America, what makes you American? Is it where you're born? If they take that away, well, what makes you American? Is it who you're born from? Well, what if you happen to be born outside of the United States, like the late John McCain actually was, but under a military operation or a territory that allowed it? Technically, the late John McCain was not born in the U.S. Legally, technically, statutorily, and factually, President Obama was. But the argument was that he somehow was not a U.S. citizen, President Obama, while they made the proclamation that, oh, naturally, John McCain is. However, the Supreme Court ruled that relief could apply only to specific plaintiffs. The three liberal justices dissented, arguing the decision enables unchecked executive branch power and erodes democracy, which I agree. Let's put up the picture full mass. And Kirk's attack are another example of the right wing's fear of the greater diversity opportunity society for historically marginalized groups. Quote, Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson received both her undergraduate and law degree from Harvard University. She graduated magna cum laude with a Bachelor of Arts degree in government and earned her Juris Doctor or Doctor of Jurisprudence from Harvard University, graduating cum laude. While at Harvard Law School, she served as a supervising editor of the Harvard Law Review. Charlie Kirk served none of that and dropped out of community college. One critic responded to Kirk's post. And this isn't about the battle of academic degrees, dear brother. It's only an issue of discussion because you decided to make it an issue of discussion, and people like myself and others, we are bound by a moral and ethical obligation to set the record straight. You are the diversity hire, sir. You are in your position because of race. not Miss Jackson. You are as popular as you are with the level of intellect that you don't have. You're in that position because you are white, Charlie. Deal with it. You come on the program anytime. All right. Sharon, thoughts here.
Can I be on that day? When he comes on,
Yes.
I'll just sit. I'll turn my camera off. I just want to kind of have a front row seat to that. He won't come on though, Doc. And I apologize, but I need to tell you that he's not going to come on the program. Okay, unless somebody tricks him. Listen, this is the fact that we even have to defend this. Talk about the best and the brightest and courageous. I liked her I dissent and what the preamble to it the other day. Like, you're not about to rope me in with these fools. Is what she really was saying in a very highbrow way. And I just loved it. This man is gaslighting and trying to trigger us. I know exactly who Ketanji Brown Jackson is. Okay, the real one who was cool as a cucumber as Josh Hawley and these people sat through and tried to tear her apart during her confirmation hearings. Okay, she was cool as a cucumber and just went to work. Okay, and that's what's going to remain. Charlie Kirk, I don't fault anyone who has to drop out of college, community, or otherwise, but it's awful rich, and I'm glad you pointed it out. How hypocritical. Really? Really? Come on now.
Yeah.
What's next?
Come on, Charlie. I mean, come up with another.
Come on now.